Hello guys, in this video we will discuss about causes and effects of climate change. Fossil fuel, coal, oil and gas are by far the largest contributor to global climate change, accounting for over 75% of global greenhouse gas emissions and nearly 90% of all carbon dioxide emissions. As greenhouse gas emissions blanket the earth, they trap the sun's heat. This leads to global warming and climate change. The world is now warming faster than at any point in recorded history. Warmer temperatures over time are changing weather pattern and disrupting the usual balance of nature. This poses many risks to human beings and all other forms of life on earth. Causes of climate change: generating power, generating electricity and heat by burning fossil fuel causes a large chunk of global emissions. Most electricity is still generated by burning coal or gas, which produces carbon dioxide and nitrogen oxide, powerful greenhouse gases that blanket the earth and trap the sun heat. Globally, a bit more than a quarter of electricity comes from wind, solar, and other renewable sources, which, as opposed to fossil fuel, emit little to no greenhouse gases or pollutant into the air. Manufacturing good. Manufacturing and industry produce emission mostly from burning fossil fuels to produce energy for making things like cement, iron, steel, electronics, plastic, clothes, and other goods. Mining and other industrial processes also release gases, as does the construction industry. Machines used in the manufacturing process often run on coal, oil, or gas, and some materials like plastic are made from chemicals sourced from fossil fuels. The manufacturing industry is one of the largest contributors to greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. Cutting down forests to create farms or pasture or for other reasons causes emissions, since trees, when they are cut, releases the carbon they have been storing. Each year, approximately 12 million hectares of forest are destroyed. Since forests absorb carbon dioxide, destroying them also limit nature's ability to keep emission out of the atmosphere. This deforestation, together with agriculture and other land use changes, is responsible for roughly a quarter of global greenhouse gas emission. Powerful building. Global residential and commercial buildings consume over half of all electricity, as they contribute to draw on coal, oil, and natural gas for heating and cooling. They emit significant quantities of greenhouse gas emission, growing energy demand for heating and cooling. With rising air conditioner ownership as well as increased electricity consumption for lighting, appliances, and connected devices has contributed to a rise in energy-related carbon dioxide emission from buildings in recent years. Effects of climate change. Hotter temperature. As greenhouse gas concentration rise, so does the global surface temperature. The last decade, 2011-2020, is the warmest on record since the 1980s. Each decade has been warmer than the previous one. Nearly all land areas are seeing more hot days and heat waves. Higher temperature increases heat-related illness and make working outdoors more difficult. The wildfires start more easily and spread more rapidly when conditions are hotter. Temperature in the Arctic have warmed at twice as fast as the global average. More severe storms. Destructive storms have become more intense and frequent in many regions. As temperature rises, more moisture evaporates, which exacerbates extreme rainfall and flooding, causing more destructive storms. The frequency and extent of tropical storm is also affected by the warming ocean. Cyclones, hurricanes, and typhoons feed on warm heat waters at the ocean surface. Such storms often destroy homes and communities, causes death and huge economic losses. Increased increased drought. Climate change is changes water availability, making it scarcer in more regions. Global warming exacerbates wet water storage in already water-stressed regions and is leading to an increased risk of agriculture drought, affecting crops and ecology. Droughts increasing the vulnerability of ecosystem. Droughts can also stir destructive sand and dust storms that can move billions of tons of sand across continents. Deserts are expanding, reducing land for growing food. Many people now face the threat of not having enough water on a regular basis.